Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Biederman. Welcome back to Inhale, Exhale, Tarot. In this reading, I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards. I don't want to talk about Trump, okay? Let's give it a break. What I do want to talk about today is anger, because that is what's happening across the world and mostly in the United States that we're all seeing on the news. Now, I am 50 years old. I used to be a very angry person when I was young, because I didn't have a voice, okay? So what is anger? Anger equals fear. Someone who's angry is fearful of something. Anger equals sadness. Someone who's angry is sad about something. And anger also equals powerlessness. Someone who was never able to speak. Someone who wasn't given any power. It was taken away. And there's so many other definitions or other words that we can use for anger. Now, talking about myself being angry, I was in a situation where I was with a narcissist. I couldn't speak up to him. I could not have my own feelings. I couldn't have my own opinions. I used to say to him, why don't you just write me a script and I'll just, you put your bit and then put my bit and I'll just read it. It came to that point. I just had no voice. So who did I take it out on? Everyone else around me. Everyone else, strangers. Yeah, we're going to stop there. I have grown and I have become very spiritual, and I have come to realize that I have a soul, a spirit, and I'm here to learn something. So do I get angry sometimes? Yes, I do. And that I call my human moment. But I want to talk to you about that because I've experienced that. And also my children have childhood traumas from their father, who was a narcissist. I'm saying was because he died 2 years ago. So they have triggers. They couldn't have a voice. They weren't allowed to say how they felt. They had to agree. And when we divorced, he used to sit them down at the table and discuss mommy, okay? And if they said, we love mommy, we respect mommy, that, they would be punished. So they just said what he wanted to hear. So that created a lot of anger in my children, especially my son. In my daughters, it created them being attracted to people who abuse them, right? My son was also in a relationship with a woman. He's 20 now. He was in a relationship with a woman who abused him. He wasn't the type to be an abuser. He always, ever since he's a little child, he would, if a little girl fell down, he would run over and help her. If he saw a woman taking her groceries out of her car, he'd run over and help. Just like that. I didn't have to ask him any of that. He was always a giving, loving child. But anger set in his late teens. And I always taught him, or always said, teaching him, don't react, respond. What does that mean exactly? And I don't want this to be too long of an intro, but I do want to give you some history of what I've experienced and how you can deal with, what happened at Capitol Hill. If you ever run into anyone who's super angry, don't react, respond. And I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to give you an example of something, of how to respond, not react. Okay. It's very easy for a mother to react to their kids because they're calling, when my children became adults, young adults, they would call me angry and yelling, and she said this and he said that and da, 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 da. So rather than reacting and saying, don't talk to me like that, don't talk to me in that tone, and no. I'll give you an example. My son called me furious. He couldn't see straight. It was like he saw red. And this is what I did. I always lower my voice and I start to talk like this. My son's name is Brennan, no D, Brennan. Brennan, calm down. What's happening? Tell me, take a breath, tell me what's happening. He said, he had this jersey that he was wearing, a football player. I don't know his name, but he's the football player who used dogs to fight or something. I don't know his name. Anyway, he was wearing his jersey. And his father said, when he saw that jersey, says, you take that off now. And my son says, no, he's one of the greatest football players ever. I'm not taking it off. If you don't take it off, you're grounded for a month. So that was his way of dealing with things. So he told me this. He says, I'm grounded for a month. I said, okay, hold on a second now. He says, I just want your opinion. And he was talking to me about this football player who was a great football player, but he abused animals. And my son didn't realize that. So I just said, Brennan, I'm not here to judge you. Okay, mommy loves you, and I'm never going to judge you. Now, yes, this football player is the greatest football player ever. But he did some things, and he was very cruel to animals, which to me cancels out everything he's done. Okay, kind of erases great football player. Okay. I said, but this is what he did to animals, and I just told him about it. And he says, what should I do? I said, well, I'm giving you the information, and I'll leave it up to you, sweetheart. I'll let you decide what you want to do. It's just wearing a jersey, okay? And he says, okay. He hung up, and he called me back a half an hour later. He says, Mommy, I decided that I'm going to give that jersey away. And I said, okay, listen, it's your choice. Why? Well, you know what? The fact that he was cruel to animals, I don't think I want to wear it. Isn't that a better way of dealing with that than to say you're grounded for a month? Let the kid choose. Okay? Now, if he decided to continue wearing the jersey, I don't know what I would do, but he made the right choice. Okay. So let's say you have an angry person in the airport that we've been seeing on the news and confronting other people who are Democrats and Republicans, Trump supporters and all that stuff. Just know that when someone is that angry and that passionate and wants to yell and scream, they have fear, sadness, and they feel powerless. Okay, so what do? Respond. Don't react. What would be your reaction? Don't talk to me like that, and how dare you, and Trump's a loser, and and what happens? Boom, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Nothing's going to be solved, so what's the solution? If someone came up to me like that, I would say, I'm sorry you feel that way. Why are you so angry? And I would talk in a very monotone, low voice. Why are you so angry? And let them talk to you. They're going to scream. They're going to scream. But I still don't understand why you're so angry. Talk to me. Talk to me. Now, you can decide to do that if you want to calm the situation down. If you don't want to have a conversation with this person, say, I'm sorry you feel that way. but this is my space and I would really like to be left alone. But you just stay calm, okay? But if you do want to have a conversation with this person and calm them down, say, what are you so angry about? Okay, well, I respect how you feel. Tell me, but talk to me calmly so that we can discuss this. If they continue, just say, I'm sorry, I'll have to stop it here. But if you want to talk to me, I'm just going to be over there. You know, it's responding, not reacting. Now, these people need to accept help. They need help. These people probably have been traumatized when they're younger. I'm not saying what they're doing is right. I'm thinking it's just deplorable, disgusting. Violence. No. Choose your battles. Choose your battles. If you want to react and have a heated argument, and you're a Democrat with a Trump supporter, I'm not calling them Republicans because Trump supporters to me are not Republicans. Don't engage. Choose your battles. Don't raise your voice. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. That's it. Going back to my son, and again, I don't want this to be too long. So many episodes that I have with him in regards to anger. He has punched holes in the walls. Not my house. When he lived on his own. When he's living on his own, he lived with his sisters. And I remember driving over there, and I just see, his eyes were like black. He didn't see straight. I wasn't afraid, but he was so angry. I didn't want to bring in negative energy. So I sat, I looked at him, and I kept saying, Brennan, I love you. I love you. I'm here. I'm here. Talk to me. Talk to me. Yelling. Brennan, we can't have a conversation if you're yelling. When there's yelling, no one's listening anymore. Why are you so sad? What are you afraid of? He was in an anger position right now. It took about 20 minutes to just be able to see his eyes. But I continued to talk in a very low, monotone, soothing voice. He attacked me verbally. I said, Brennan, blah, blah, blah. I kept going, Brennan, I love you. I'm here. What's going on? And after 20 minutes, he sat down next to me. He put his head on my shoulder and he started crying. And at that point, we can have a conversation and find some healing. Now, I'm a spiritual person dealing with an angry person. Well, angry. He dealt with his anger now. Now he's like, whoa, okay. I want him when he's not with me to hear my voice. I just want him to hear my voice in his head. Okay? And I choose my battles. I really do choose my battles. It wasn't about me saying, how dare you speak to me that way? No, it wasn't about me. I needed to rescue him at that moment. Or just calm him down so that he responds to me and not react to me. And that's our mantra with my children. Respond, don't react. Choose your battles. Okay? So I want to do a reading with my oracle cards about this anger happening in the United States and what the energies have to say. All right, so we're going to ask the oracle cards. This is not like the tarot cards. This is oracle cards coming direct from Spirit. How do we, please, Spirit, how do we overcome the anger and divisiveness? How do we overcome anger and divisiveness? How to work together? Please show us how to overcome anger and divisiveness as humans, not just American citizens, as humans. How do we overcome anger and divisiveness? Okay, I just want 5 cards. The first, you're not alone. Now, the first card here, look what came out. We asked, how do we overcome anger and divisiveness? You're not alone. This is spirit talking to us, okay? Isolation, physical connection, community. It's coming together. And look how these 2 people are opposites. It's okay to be opposites. Work together. Be calm. You're not alone. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. You know, your body is just your vehicle. That's all it is. I know you look at your hands and you think that's you, but it's not. Look deeper. This is just your vehicle. Okay? It's not you. Look into your soul and your spirit and why you're here and what you're here to learn. Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Just everybody calm down. Just be calm. Go sit in a field and just take a breath. Okay? Because, look, Trump is out. It doesn't mean life on Earth is over. Karmic relationships. This is polar soul growth conflict. There's going to be conflict, but when there's conflict, your soul will grow and learn. Just stop the violence. And it's okay to agree to disagree. Focus on yourself rather than shoving your thoughts down someone else's throat. Focus on your own being. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So it's just going with your intuition. Even if it doesn't make any sense, go with your intuition. And what is intuition? That's that gut feeling. You know, that gut feeling. Should I go down this road or the other road? When you feel light, it's the right road. When you feel heavy, it's not the right road. So this is all about, you know, worry about yourself and stop putting things on other people. You are your own person. You have your own soul. Your soul is here to learn something. And let me get clarifies on this so you're not alone. The courageous pony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Meaning, don't be afraid, but don't show violence. Just don't fall away. Like, you know what I mean? Be unique. Because everyone's unique. Breathe, breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. You can't micromanage the universe. It's whatever the universe wants you to learn. Okay, so you can't push things. You can't say, well, this is what I want, and this is where it's going to go. Stop micromanaging, okay, and just let things happen. Just let things happen. Star Brothers. Taurus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Trust in the spirit. Trust what you have planned for yourself before you came on this planet. Trust your intuition. You're not for everyone. Look at this one. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. It's okay to be different. It's okay to think differently. You don't have to follow the crowd. Be yourself and be why you're here. Not violence. Deep cellular healing. Physical and emotional healing. There needs a lot of healing. A lot of healing. Because you know what? We're all souls. When our body dies, we don't die. We go back home. And all our souls know each other already. The ones you fight with in the riots are souls that you know. Be the best human being you can be. Stop the hate. Stop the anger. And if you have anger, please go see a therapist. If you don't believe in therapists, go see a holistic healer and find out why, where does that anger come from, and heal. I will see you at the next video, and I love you all. We're all connected, and let's stop the violence. Let's stop the hate. Let's stop the anger. When you see someone angry, when you see someone angry and they're seeing red or black, just look at them and see. Instead of seeing the anger, you see fear and sadness. Fear and sadness. And they need a helping hand. Not that I'm saying anything that they did was right. No, there's consequences for that. But I will see you at the next video. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Helps me out. Thanks. See you next time.